Hello, and welcome to AdvancedEngineTech.com. My name is Wes Colby, and I'd like to welcome you back to our website and to our video series. Today we're going to be doing a corrosion test using on-road diesel fuel, salt water, a polished metal rod. And to do this test, what we're going to do is we're going to add the salt water into the fuel, soak this rod in the mixture for 24 hours, and then we're going to come back, add into the fuel Air-Tec High Class Cetane CS1. We're going to turn the rod around, soak it in the fuel again for 24 hours, and you'll be able to see the corrosion difference before to after we added the Air-Tec High Class Cetane CS1. So let's get started. We're just using a stir plate today, magnetic stir plate. We have our salt water right here. It's just straight 30% salt like you'd find in the ocean. We're going to add it into our diesel fuel. And the reason we're using salt water is just to speed up the process. We could use normal water. It'd take about 3 months to get the corrosion to really show the difference. This is just going to make it a little bit easier. So we got our magnet down there in the bottom. Turn that on. Just keep this agitating. I'm going to just let this rod soak down in the bottom. And now we're going to go, we're going to leave this sit for 24 hours and we'll come back and look at the corrosion that's going to be on this polished metal rod. So we'll be back soon. So our metal rod here has been soaking in the diesel fuel and salt water mixture for 24 hours now. So what we're going to do is just take this rod out, flip it around. We'll be able to see how much corrosion is on this rod. Okay, so our magnet came along with it. So put that back in there and we can see there is a good amount of corrosion for just 24 hours. So now all we're going to do is turn this rod around, place it back in our mixture, and we're going to add Air-Tec High Class Cetane CS1. It's a multi-purpose diesel fuel additive with active ingredients that stop and lessen corrosion, which we'll be able to see here in the next 24 hours. So now I'll just turn the agitation on. And we'll come back in 24 hours. Remove it and see what kind of corrosion there is. And that's pretty amazing. So we can see on this section of the rod where we had the fuel and saltwater mixture without the Air-Tec Cetane CS1, there is a level of corrosion. And on the other end here, it's very easy to see there is not. If anything, it actually looks like the metal has been polished up a little bit more. And the reason for this is there's active ingredients in Air-Tec High Class Cetane CS1 to prevent corrosion, prevent varnishing, prevent fuel oxidation. So they prevent the corrosion. They also neutralize oleic acids. So what we're left with is a nice clean portion of steel that has no corrosion on it. And this is what you want going through your fuel system. You want to prevent corrosion. So anytime you have corrosion, you're going to run into fuel problems, ignition problems, fuel filter problems. So this is just a very simple, straightforward test you can do at home to see the results for yourself. And that's one of the reasons we try to keep our tests very simple. It's so that you can replicate them. We have a stir plate that makes this easy, but you won't even need that. You can replicate this test just by putting it into a container like this or something, and time to time coming back and shaking that to make sure that the saltwater fuel and Cetane CS1 stayed mixed together. But it's an absolutely amazing result. This is something you're going to want to put in your fuel periodically just to keep your fuel system in good condition, nice and corrosion free. It's also something you'd want to add into vehicles that are going to sit over winter break to prevent corrosion and oxidation. So very easy, simple to see results.